Okay. Now next one, restoration. In this restoration, what we can do? Suppose that people disconnected from the other villages or from the main cities, their road destroyed. So that time we have to first make the road properly. We have to construct the road. We have to reconnect their water supply. Suppose another things, those are necessary to construct their houses. Second thing, yesterday only we have seen in 2014 Malin that in Pune district it's present. There one landslide happened and there are that total people, near about more than 900 people suffered, more than it. Okay, they died in this. Okay, so now here, so this is the important link between the measures of disaster and national development. This step is useful for progress of nation and rehabilitation. Second, redemption, plan for minimizing the damage to the society and country. Redemption, this is what here, we have to plan for that. If disaster will occur, then that loss should be minimum. The minimum loss of the people, minimum loss of the properties, and minimum loss of the economy. Why we have to plan it? That's the important thing. प्लॅन काय करायचं, मिनिमम लॉस झाला पाहिजे. जरी डिझास्टर आपल्याला माहिती आहे की जातो सारख्या ठिकाणी डिझास्टर येऊन गेला, भूकंप येऊन गेला, मग आता भूकंप येऊन गेला आपल्याला माहिती आहे एरियामध्ये खिलारी सारख्या गावात भूकंप येऊन गेला, मग पुन्हा भूकंप जर झाला किंवा अर्थक्वेक म्हणतो आपण, तो जर परत झाला तर मग अशा वेळेस कमीत कमी लॉस कसा होईल तिथल्या प्रॉपर्टीचा, तिथले लोकांना कमीत कमी कसं ते हार्म होईल याचा प्लॅन करणं, याला रिडम्पशन म्हणतात. त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की ज्यावेळेस कमी लॉस होतो त्यावेळेस कोणाचं मनी वाचतं, गव्हर्नमेंट. ओके, पहिल्यांदा कोणाचं गव्हर्नमेंट, आणि त्याचा जो गव्हर्नमेंटचा जो तिजोरीवर जो बॅलन्स शीट होतो, काही ट्रेजरीवर जो काही येणारा खर्च आहे किंवा जी बोज आहे तो काय करू शकतो आपण इथं कमी करू शकतो. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, प्रिपेअर्डनेस. A plan is chalked out so as to get the quick response from general public and administration. We suppose these things happen, or we know this area is disaster hazardous area, or disaster may be occurring in that area. So for that area we have to prepare. So those are local people, they can help us. Those are very close. Then afterwards from the administration, means suppose from the collector office, from the tahsil office, that people will get immediately there some help. Okay. The next one, impact of disaster. So what is the impact? So intensity of the various aspects of the disaster and disaster management are reviewed. So which type of their impact happen? It's their minor or major. लोकांचा जो काही लॉस झाला तो कसं आहे, कमी याच्यात झालाय की असते त्याचा इम्पॅक्ट की तो आपल्याला मेजर करायचा असतो. नेक्स्ट वन, रिस्पॉन्स. Response to the disaster is to be given immediately after the incident. If there is anyone disaster occurs, immediately how we can respond it. Now we can't provide, we can't stop the disaster. But after disaster, what things we can do? So that thing we have to see there. Response how to do. Suppose that people they suffer, that people will get the some there. They immediately first aid. They should get the clothing. They should get the shelter. These things we have to give them. This is called the response. Okay, means now disaster occurs, so there is no need to cry. Yeah, we know that people lost their suppose relatives, people lost their properties, they will get their this heart, they will get their they will cry, but we have to remove from these people from this area. This remove means we have to take out, we have to help them to overcome this situation. त्या लोकांना काय करणं, या कंडिशन मधनं बाहेर आणण्यासाठी त्यांना मदत करणं, त्यासाठी आपण रिस्पॉन्स कसं देतो ते महत्त्वाचं. Okay, and last only procedure, resurgence. Resurgence is an important link between emergency measures and national progress. The stage used for the welfare and rehabilitation of the nation. Means after this, it is a good for the welfare of the human being, for a nation, as well as we can rehabilitate that people. Now these are the some their main aspects of the disaster management cycle. Okay, so these all things if we follow, then we can save the life, we can save the property, and we can save the nations. Okay, so now which factors we'll consider for designing the pre-disaster management? So now some factors are there. Structure of disaster management authority. Which type of structure is it? So you can see there organization providing precautionary warning, Then second, other social or private organization, general public, and system involved in the actual rescue and rehabilitation work. So when organization providing the precautionary warnings, National Disaster Management Authority Chairman, Prime Minister. Now, who are present in this committee, in this field? That is the first. That is chief person or chairperson is their Prime Minister. Okay. Second, about the country, we are speaking now. Suppose this disaster occurs in Maharashtra. So after Prime Minister who is there second, the State Disaster Management Authority Chairman, Chief Minister for the state. Third, the District Disaster Management Authority Chairman, that is District Collector. Then afterwards, at the Taluka level, the Taluka Disaster Management Authority is there, Chairman Tahsildar, and village level committee is Sarpanch. Okay, so general public Sarpanch is there, and system involved in the active rescue and rehabilitation work, and other social private organizations are also helping for this. Means for Prime Minister also, some their NGOs are helping to the government. This they are now we have seen about the corona. There's so many people donated the money in PM fund. With this, they are private or another their NGOs help to the government. Okay. For example, Maharashtra, we can take about the Maharashtra. Maharashtra also, some their social workers, some the richest person, those have donated money for Maharashtra. Suppose about the district, whatever the districts, those are suffered more. In that area, some their social workers, some their leaders, they have given the money, they donated there so many things. Even though some doctors, they provided treatment free of cost. Okay, so these things are there. So District Disaster Management Authority we can see there. So what is there at the district level? Where this District Disaster Management Authority is there, at the district level is the responsible for this management and implementation of rehabilitation schemes. Collector is planning the first thing, then coordinating and controlling the implementation of rehabilitation process or program, gives out necessary instruction and reviews the entire system. Suppose now in Kopargaon we speak about our only Kopargaon. Suppose a flood occurs, it is a disaster. It is a disaster. So what happened here? First we will give the instructions. Suppose we will directly not get instructions from the Prime Minister. First information will get to the Tahsildar. Tahsildar provide the information to the district collector. So at district collector immediately he will provide there some disaster management plan he will do. He will inform to the chief minister. Suppose chief minister will inform to the then Prime Minister. Okay, but who will take the action first? District their management disaster management authority, that is the collector, district collector. Then he will give the instruction to the Tahsildar. Tahsildar will give the instruction to those local area, their sarpanch or any people. Okay. Second thing you will see here, the district collector is also responsible for designing the schemes for each district separately for each type of disaster and getting those sanctioned from the state level authority. Means whatever there, it will be sanctioned from the state level, means from the chief minister. Then district-wide disaster control units are there. So each district has some units are there. If suppose suddenly this condition occurs, that time their reserve police force is there, CRPF is there, and if there is necessary, then we can call the army. If there is necessary, we can call the navy. If there is necessary, we can call the air force for the rescue operations to save the people's life. Okay. So district control unit is established immediately either after the impact of disaster or getting information or intimation about it. Means if intimation is got, then immediately they can take the action. किंवा झाल्यानंतर ते लगेच काय करतात, ऍक्शन घ्यायला सुरुवात करतात. ते प्लॅन करतात की आता कशा पद्धतीने याला आपण सामोरं जायचं, इथं जे लोक सफर झाले त्यांना यातून बाहेर कसं काढायचं, हे सगळं प्लॅनिंग कोण करतो इथं? डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑथॉरिटी, दॅट इज कॉल्ड द कलेक्टर. Okay, that person. Then another, it reviews about the various aspects of disaster, keeps continuous contact with various agencies like Army, Air Force, Navy, Telecommunication Department, Parliamentary agents, forces, etc. So these are getting the help, and it is also responsible for coordinating with various voluntary organizations for their help in disaster management. Suppose in Kopargaon like this happen, so there NSS. Do you know NSS is coming? In every college it's present. NSS. They are providing the help immediately. They are helping to the people in this time. Okay, police force is going to help. Then air force is also going to help. But at the local level, NSS like this one there. This is our central government on idea. Okay. So they are also providing the help immediately. There are another, those are supposing Kopergaon or all over India also or Maharashtra also we can see the Leo and Lions Club. The members are also helping in different manner, in different way. Okay, so these are there. So you have to find out the information about some internet is my friend from that. United Nations Disaster Relief Organization, United Nations Center for Human Settlements, Asian Disaster Reduction Center, then Asian Disaster Preparedness Center, World Health Organization. This is very important that WHO, we have seen its work in Corona period. WHO. Yes? Then United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Who means who does what? This is given there. Who does what? Extra information given to you. So National Disaster Response Force has been established. As per the Disaster Management Act 2005, divisions of this force are working in army. Okay. Then overall 12 divisions are working in the country. How many divisions? 12 divisions. So its headquarters is in Delhi and it is in the action all over the country with the help of army. In Maharashtra, National Disaster Response Force is in the action through State Reserve Police Force. I told you RPF, Reserve Police Force. CRPF means central. SRPF means state. Okay. Those are reserve forces. If there is any like this stroker or suppose there some people that are uncontrolled because of strike or other thing, that time this SRPF as well as CRPF helps us to control that area, control the people. Okay. So personnel of this work force have substantial contribution in the rescue work in the disaster like cyclones, cliff sliding, building collapse, etc. Their one website is given on that website. You can find out the more information. So now last you will see first aid and emergency action. We'll see tomorrow. Okay. So now you can read this lesson up to it, and if you have doubts, you can ask me. Okay. Yes.